dreams last forever. For all that we know, the roads come together, and that's where we'll go.
I just want to. There's comments about Asher'S, the video of his anniversary. I just want to say, it's a very sad video. Every time I watch it, we need, instead of just being sad, we need to all come together and fight this law. That's the reason why Asher'S died, is because of the medical malpractice. Doctors just didn't care. SDA clinic, Dr. Shinshin Miyagi, and he died at GMH. So if we can, how we feel about that video, if we can just still, we still need a little bit more push into getting this law repealed, a referendum, something, so that these doctors can be held accountable for how they treat their patients.
Mr. Lebowski, Asher'S father, wrote a memorial running up to the 1-year anniversary of his son's death, and I want to read that right now. He says, and his birthday was June 15, 2013. He died October 31 last year. He says, Dear Asher, our beloved son, we love and miss you so very much. Our lives have not been the same and never will be. A year ago today, October 29, I walked you into the Seventh-day Adventist clinic and had no idea that it was the beginning of the end for all of us. I have gone over those last few days in my mind 1,000 times. I see many decisions that I made, and maybe with each of them, if I did something differently, you would still be here with us. We miss you very much. The bottom line, you trusted me and I failed you in the worst of ways. Sure, I can blame the incompetent doctors or so many others, and they are at fault, but I am your father. I will always be your father, and I should have not trusted those people. I should have watched more carefully, pushed them more, and not listened to their lack of knowledge. I am so sorry. Your mother always said that you idolized me, and I could also see that you looked up to me, imitated me, learned from me, and trusted me. I used to love to watch you do everything. I am sorry. I love you so much and would be happy to be there where you are and you here enjoying your life, my boy, trading places with you. I also learned so much from you with how important sharing is, friendliness, caring for others, and seeing everyone equally was a big part of who you were and still are. What wonderful attributes for such a nice little boy. Everyone saw them in you, and you spoke to everyone. Your mom told me that you always worried about me when we were apart. Just knowing that makes me feel so special in your eyes. That is the best gift of all, to know how much that you loved me. I loved to watch you when you greeted people, even if you did not know them. I could hear me in you when you would say, "How are you doing today?" or when you would wave at people. You spoke to everyone, and it always made me so proud to watch you. The butcher at the supermarket would call to you from a distance, "Asher, Asher." And the cashiers and other staff all made a point to talk to you and greet or even hug you. You really had some charisma going on for a little 5-year-old, but I am always watching and proud. Even when overseas traveling, kids from other countries, I could hear them calling to you, my son. I always thought you would be famous when you grew up. Never did I think this would happen. I am so upset and sorry, my boy. Even after you left, people kept asking me, "Where is Asher?" I couldn't tell them. I am so sorry. I just walked away or say you are not with me. I could not say the words that you left us. I still can't say the words without getting so upset. I keep my head down everywhere we used to go, as I don't want anyone to ask me about you. I still avoid all the places we went to. I still see shadows in the store and other places we went to, as I did when you and Azrael used to be running up and down the aisles and yelling, getting things for us. Even other places I can see your image or thought I saw you on your scooter. Do you remember I used to take you to school at 6:30 a.m. with Azrael and then waited for your class to start at 7 a.m.? We used to play the slap hand game. The other parents were not used to seeing that and would stare at us. They told your mother that I would brush your hair at school before you went in and make sure you were okay. We had that little brush. I miss taking you to school so much and brushing your hair. I would give anything for a chance to brush your hair again. When you got out of school, you always had the biggest smile when you saw me. That is when I started to call you Mr. Smiley. I never thought in a million years that we would write that name as part of your grave marker. It's not supposed to be this way. I am old, you are young. I hope you do not mind that nickname, my boy, Mr. Smiley. Every day after your cute smile, while leaving school, you always want to get French fries, which I reluctantly agree to most times. Even the people at the French fries place knew your name and greeted you. I was so proud to see that and how you greeted them back. They loved to talk to you and thought it was interesting that you spoke 2 languages. All your classmates always greeted you and came to talk to you, and there you had that warm, cute smile that drew people in. I know you liked it when the girls came and spoke to you with that shy look you had, but you smiled to them. I miss that smile so much. I watch it over and over in the videos, but it's not the same. I miss you so much, my boy. Where are you? I miss being your father, watching you grow, and always wondering what you would do in the future. I knew great things. I'm sorry that I used to tease you when you were learning to snap your fingers. I used to ask you if you want ketchup with those fries, talking about your cute fingers. You used to get so upset, but I thought it was cute and funny when you got upset by that, so of course I do it often. You did a good job at snapping. Sorry, I did not say that more often. I know I never thanked you enough for all the things that you did for me, helping me with the laundry, find my glasses or keys, turning off the lights, remembering what we had to buy at the grocery store, counting the bags when we traveled, getting me water or a drink, etc., etc. I could always count on you to help me. Your memory was great. I would tell you what we needed at the store and you always remembered it, with a few added things. Even at a restaurant, you would go get extra things we needed like ketchup, etc. The last time we ate out together outside at GPO, do you remember that? I watched you struggle with that push ketchup dispenser to get ketchup, but you figured it out and you were so happy. That was our last meal with Azrael we all had together. You had KFC so you can get the toys. You didn't look sick. I am sorry. I did not see how sick you really were. Now I wonder if you did not want to tell me so that you can still play outside. You were and are such a brave boy, never complaining, just trying your best. Even in the hospital, you did not complain except for that darn oxygen mask, but you were not comfortable at all. I love you so much, my son. I am sorry that the doctor did not do his job, but I did not know that you were dying or I would have yelled at him more than I did. I am also sorry that you had to hear threats that they will call the police on during the second date. They seem to not know or care how important you are or that you want to be a fireman to save people when you get big. When we lay in bed the last night at Guam Memorial Hospital, I am still stupid as I did not still know how sick you are and no one told me. I asked many questions and they had answers. I thought my boys, big boy, will be sick a few days, then back to normal. I did not know they would not take care of you as they should have or even have a doctor see you. I, as your father, should have yelled at them to make sure. I trusted the wrong people and lost you and lost my life without you. The last night you blessed me by telling me more than once you loved me. You also told me that you wanted to go to Hong Kong again. I thought that's great. You will get better and we will go to Disney. You are my son. I should have known and I should have protected you. Please forgive me. Which trip did you like the most? I enjoy all with you and your brother Azrael. You boys had a great fun time in Bali. We were supposed to go to Vietnam in April, but I think now we will just put that off until we are together again in the future. You are our special boy now and always have been. We all miss you so much. Your mom spends much of the day still crying and thinking about you. Azrael is not the same without you. He lost his brother, but also his playmate and best friend. He needs you here with us and misses you so much. Your sister and, of course, the whole family miss you so much and talk about you always. I love you so much, and I hope that somehow you can forgive me for not protecting you. I am so sorry, my boy. I pray that we will meet up again and be able to be a family again. We all love you, Asher Dean. I hope that you are okay there. It's 1 year, but seems like yesterday that we lost you. We love you and miss you very much, Dad.
Well, the senators spent today changing the law on attire. While the senators today argued back and forth, the film industry funding the film industry when the film industry can fund itself. That's what our senators are arguing about today.
Yeah. Well, we just got some good news from the governor's office that Caleb Aldon is home.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Someone brought him home?
Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah, he's home now. Yeah, good.
Caleb's home, guys.
And Mr. Lebowski wishes that his son was home. So, as we approach the 1-year anniversary of Asher Dean Lebowski, what we ask is that everyone sign that petition, that online petition, for senators to repeal the Medical Malpractice Mandatory Arbitration Act, and call your senators. There's 15 of them. They all have offices. They all have phone numbers. It's on GuamLegislature.com. They have email addresses as well. If you would like to know a phone number or an email address, just ask us in the comments and we'll provide it for you. And let senators know.
You can find the what is it? You just said it.
Email addresses?
No.
Petition.
The petition on Mr. Lebowski's page, on Monica De Vera's page, on Kandit's page, on my page, on Troy's page. But probably me and Troy, you probably have to go way far back. But I know Mr. Lebowski and Monica De Vera. You'll find it on our page, on their pages, quick, and we'll repost. Please sign that petition.
I'm sorry, the information was wrong.
What?
He's not yet home. I just got a second notice that the information was wrong.
Who sent you that he was found?
It's an off-the-record conversation, but it's the governor's office. I'm sorry, Caleb Aldon is not found. We have updated information from the governor's office that he is not home yet.
This governor...
Yeah, okay, well, I hopefully he's found tonight and brought back to his parents. This is I don't want to speculate on the circumstances. I just want to say that how this was handled from the reporting forward is a little weird. So, anyway, so hopefully he's found tonight. Moving on.
Friends and family from Jigo, please help find Caleb. He's out there, and somebody knows where he is.
Make phone calls. Send his picture around on WhatsApp. We put this on our website, www.candidnews.com. That photo that you see behind us is on our website right now. You can share that photo around. So hopefully someone who is on WhatsApp or Messenger or something like that will see that and call that number right away so that he can be returned home. Earlier today, there were audio recordings that were released in the trial of Jonia Mayor Jesse Blas, who is still the mayor of Jonia. But Jonia still has no mayor because he's incarcerated right now. And Mayor Blas, a few years ago, had a conversation with his girlfriend at the time, and it was a disturbing conversation because it was a conversation where he threatens her. She was on, is it called pretrial release? Mm-hmm. She was on pretrial release for a case that she had under his custody, and this was a post-argument. This was after the mayor, according to this woman, this was after the mayor had confined her in his home for 3 days, and he apologizes to her afterward. But then, as he's apologizing and hoping that she will understand his conduct, he says that he's really not one to be messed with. He can do some shit because he knows people at the courts. He can have things done to her, just using the color of his authority and his position, not just as a mayor but also as a former superior court marshal, to threaten this woman and to use her situation as a pretrial released person, someone who was awaiting trial, someone who had charges, someone who had conditions on her bail, using these extra legal threats. Yeah, his connections to people at Superior Court, to keep her down and to do his bidding. And it's a very disturbing audio recording.
This is the quote.
Yes, thank you.
Even though we fought and slapped you and choked you and threw you around, shit happens. I still went out to the court for you and said I didn't want you locked up. I am connected to that courthouse and I can make shit happen. They were pushing to get that warrant out, and it had nothing to do with Joey Terlahi. You gambled like that. I promise I will not lose. I don't flex my muscles. The minute you get into the car, you become so effing rude, and you say you love me? Jesse Bloss. That was a quote, Troy.
Oh,